What is up, guys? It is Uncle Bob, and welcome to the channel. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. We're back for Secret of Evermore. I haven't gotten to play this game in a few days, and that's nice because I've been fiending it. But, yeah, hope everyone's doing all right today. Happy Sunday. Well, I guess technically now it's Monday because it is past midnight. But it's Sunday as far as I'm concerned. Until I go to sleep and wake up, unless it's an all-nighter, it is still Sunday. Okay, I'm about to drive over to my house. I went to the gas station right outside the neighborhood because I needed a little bit of gas for tomorrow morning. And, not gonna lie, it was stress snacking a little bit because not got yelled at because it was by copious amounts of paragraphs in text message, but I basically had a ex-friend basically just being like, oh, I'm disappointed in you, how could you do this to my daughter? Because I think I've talked about her before. You know, we've been on and off again friends. At times we've stopped being friends just due to, honestly, what's just been my shitty and selfish behavior. And, you know, it was rude and classless, and I get it. Like, you know, she doesn't have to be my friend, you know, at all. You know, we haven't talked for like 6 months. But yeah, you know, she was like trying to use that silence between us and then used her like daughter to weaponize that silence against me. And it's like, dog, oop, I'm a bad boy. I didn't buckle my seatbelt. I'm already almost to my house. But yeah, it was like, bro, you have not asked about how my kids are doing. Like, my son's had 2 seizures since the last time you talked to me. And, like, you're not asking about them. Like, you can't sit here and be mad at me about something that you're also not doing. As if that doesn't display a huge lack of self-awareness. And it's like, dog, what are we even doing? If that's the standard we're setting here. Like, are you serious? You know, you don't come asking about my kids. You haven't. And that's fine. She hasn't been my friend. Like, you know. Like, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, very clearly something's going on with her. I'm not sure what it is. But I told her, I was like, I'm not going to be at the end of the whipping post for whatever it is that's going on in your life right now. Like, that's not going to be me. That's not what I'm doing. You know, I wish you the best. You know, you don't got to be my friend. Clearly everything is fine when you're not. Like, everything is all good for you, I'm assuming. So, you know, I was like, I don't even know why you bothered messaging me just to rile yourself up. But yeah, she is frustrated that probably something in her life is not going exactly the way that she wants it to be right now, which does suck. And you know, I hear you were victorious in the far reaches of the bug muck. Well, it was a bug hunt, but we got out of it okay, and we got a nifty claw too. It's like an axe. Well, that's great. Strongheart has returned to his hut south of the village. And now the village faces a new crisis. The volcano to the north is rapidly cooling down. If this trend continues, we could have an ice age on our hands. I'd like to help you, but I've really got to start looking for a way back home. Your best bet may be to track down the source of this atmospheric icing. You see, I'm originally from Podunk, too. My grandpa is an inventor who lived in the mansion on the hill. He made a machine that could send people to worlds of their own design. Since I enjoy all things prehistoric, I dreamed up this world of cave people and dinosaurs. I was supposed to be here for a couple of hours, but it's been a couple of decades. Now and again, I sense evidence of outside influences on our world. This recent drop in temperature could be the work of someone from the real world, and that person has control over the vicious volcano vipers. If you go to the source at the center of the volcano, you might find someone or something that could lead you back home. And you might just save our village at the same time. Wow, this is like what happens to the pale people of Planet V, or Planet 5, whatever it wants to be. It's about a bunch of astronauts who get stuck on an exact replica of Earth. Only it's populated by zombie vampires and... Well, actually, this isn't like that at all. If you're finished with your little anecdote, I can give you the ability to call on me in difficult situations. We got call beads. If you need my help, especially in big battles, you can throw a call bead to the ground. I'll appear in a flash, then you'll be able to summon one of my spells. No offense, but how can a girl help a couple of adventurers like us? I've learned a few tricks since I've been here. Let me show you why they call me Fire Eyes. Step back. Optic Blast. Call me if you need me. And there we go. But yeah, no, that shit was whack. And I do feel bad, because before we stopped talking, her daughter was supposed to stay the night at my house and, spend the night with my kids. And they were incredibly bummed out when that happened. My kids looked forward to seeing, this girl is basically like a cousin. Technically she is, but there's a lot of weird family dynamic stuff. But regardless, still, the kids were supposed to hang out with their cousin. And, yeah, it just didn't work out. Sorry about the background noise. You can probably hear the humming of my car because it is cold outside. Get over here. And the fact that, part of her complaints were relitigating my old shitty behavior. And it's just like, yo, we already went through all of this. Like, we had our discussions about this. I definitely admitted that I was a shitty person. And, I understand why they stopped, talking to me. I'm not stupid. I'm not like a dumb level of petty, I get it. Good boy. But yeah, if you're like trying to be friends with someone, or even like this guy, I guess, could just be a dating thing as well. You know, obviously this doesn't have to be just with, I mean, it's not that it doesn't have to. It's not just going to be around friends. You know, this could be couples. This could be all of the above. Nice. But yeah, if you have like a fight with someone, and I'm not saying like they need to have forgiven you. Sell that. Sell that. Cool. Take all those. You know, we had I guess you could just call it. We had a past argument. And now we're supposed to have moved on from that. Now, we have other disagreements, but if that person is going to keep throwing the previous event back in your face, that's a hard gap to climb up. Ah, bitch. Damn, how did I just not even see him? Bruh. Nice. My doggy got a new level. Okay, I feel like I checked close enough to there. Are you serious? Okay. Heal it up. Wow, seriously? Damn, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. There we go. Charge attacks are definitely worth it. All right. There we go. Damn, the dog attack's so much harder. Oof. Prince doing all the damage. Damn. Hey, and we're good. Doopy 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 whoopie 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 whoop. Wonder if this gate leads to the volcano. Thank you for fighting off those vicious vipers. They treat this sacred mammoth graveyard as if it were only a source for bones and tusks. Those guys were vipers? Yes. Lizard people from the great volcano. They've been coming out in force lately, raiding the graveyard for mammoth parts. When we get to the core of that volcano, we'll stop them before they do more harm. Why are you going there? It's very dangerous. Well, Fire Eyes told us about the volcano cooling, and Fire Eyes, say no more. If you're a friend of Fire Eyes, then I know I can trust you. You may find the means to enter the Viper's domain at the top of the volcano to the north. I'll let you through the gate. Nice. Absolutely. So I have Cure and I have... Okay. I don't understand that layout right there. What you searching for? Cool. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Found a pedal. Ended. Beasts in these parts are very dangerous. You should stock up on some items. You can sit up there and eye fuck me all you want. Okay, that didn't do anything. I know they said you get better at it the more you use it, but Jesus. Okay, let's get the biscuit going. Whoa. Lame. Alright, where's the equipment for the dino skin? Oh, yeah. Oh boy, it is 1 o'clock in the morning. I am tired. Fucker. That's beautiful. Ooh. Keep doing the same thing over and over again. Whee! Oh shit, okay. Another fine blend, nice nose, good color. You wouldn't know how to get into the volcano from here, would you? Volcano, no. None but the way that would turn an adventure into ash and molten bone. Pardon me? The only way that I know to enter the volcano is straight into the crater. Of course, come to think of it, you could try the catacombs at the base of the volcano. I've seen a passage, but it's blocked by a huge rock. Levitation, that's a good solution. You can lift rocks and other heavy objects by using the levitation formula. Water and these peppers. The formula requires a mud pepper and water. Travel to the east from the base of the volcano, you'll find mud peppers in the swamp. And might as well save. Alright. No, nothing. Me and my dog just fall off the mountaintop. Whoa, 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 wee, whoa. I'm at the base for now, so that is it for the day, guys. I will be back on Tuesday with more of this game. Tomorrow is Final Fantasy IV and One Piece, so I will do both of those tomorrow. So till then, guys, take it easy. Peace.